Hi everyone. Okay, so this person is a charmer. Whoever you are dealing with is very charming. This person is extremely busy. You could feel like they have no time for you almost. However, yes, it's almost like this person is going full speed all the time. They could be a workaholic. That is what I'm getting. And it could be difficult trying to find room to fit into this person's life. It seems like that is the biggest obstacle between you two. Like, they could travel a lot. It's the sense of, just the energy of somebody who is always on the move, always going at full speed, never really having a chance to fully sit and enjoy quiet time with this person. Like that does not exist in this person's life. So it's like if you did want to be with this person, you would have to accept that it's not going to be traditional. Like, they're not always going to be home. They could be off in different cities very frequently, and that could leave you feeling very lonely. It could leave you on your own a lot, and that could be your biggest issue with this person, being with this person. And yeah, that would be the biggest obstacle. Being with this person is them just being off. You may be wondering where they are, what they're up to, you coming home alone at the end of a long day and not having them there necessarily because they're off doing something else, somewhere else. And you would just have to be okay with being alone for maybe a large part of this relationship. However, a song came on the radio, and it was "When Can I See You Again" by Owl City, or "When Can We Do This Again," something like that. And it was the energy of this person not being able to stay in one place for too long, but wanting to make time for you when they can. And right now, that is all that they can offer you. And the biggest obstacle for you truly is just, are you okay with letting them go for that long of a period of time? You know? Like, are you okay with being lonely and doing your own thing when they're not around? You know? Are you okay with that loneliness? But this person does want to make time for you when they can. Emphasis on when they can. You know, but you really do like this person, and this person really likes you. It is just, are you okay with being alone when they're away? And it seems like they're gonna be away for a while if they're not already away. Like, they could be on a business trip. They could be gone for months traveling, And are you okay with letting them go and kind of just enjoying the silence, enjoying your solitude? Or do you want a partner who's going to be home every single night? That's truly what you have to decide. But this person does want to compromise and meet you halfway to have you in their life. But that would mean you kind of doing your own thing for a while until they're able to maybe work less and be home more, or work closer to home, But let's see. And Skater Boy by Avril Lavigne came up too, which was interesting because that is a song about a girl overlooking a guy because he wasn't what she imagined, right? And her friends didn't understand this guy, and so she turned him down because the risk was too big for her. And then it ended up being, right as I said that, this card pops out, the Emperor. And then he ends up being the Emperor. So there is, even if the risk seems big with this person, your advice is to take it. Whatever it is that is making you overthink. This is the Three of Swords. And this card isn't just you being sad, right? This is you being in your head way too much, overthinking this. It's like you're very confused about what to do and how to take action, but this person is showing up for you. Even if their life may seem a little bit crazy and you're kind of maybe seeming like you're on the outskirts of it, like you don't get to be involved in their life as much as you want, I don't see that lasting very long. You just met this person when their life is kind of crazy. And that could be another element. If they are always off in distant places, that could leave you feeling very insecure or even jealous, right? Thinking about all of the cool, interesting people they might be meeting in different cities while you're just kind of out there alone at home, right? But this person cares about you. This person is always going to come home to you. So you don't have to worry about that. And them being away isn't going to be for very long because they're going to come back and they're going to want to settle down. And they're going to want that with you. But yeah, so whatever obstacle it is, however you're viewing this person as like the skater boy energy, where you're thinking that it would never work out. It would never work out. Like, you're creating this whole story in your head of all of the reasons why it would never work with this person. Stop. Whatever you're being told, maybe this is sad, but maybe that this person wouldn't necessarily fit into your life, or maybe wouldn't impress your parents, or wouldn't impress your friends, but at the end of the day, none of that really matters. It's just about how you feel and what you want your life to look like. And it seems like you really like this person and that you would be very happy with them. You just need to overcome that bit of loneliness that is going to be there in the beginning when they are off traveling, working somewhere else, doing whatever it is that they're doing. Maybe this is like a long distance relationship too. Like you don't have access to them in the way that you're like desperately craving. Maybe your love language is like touch and just, I think that's one of them, right? Touch. So maybe just being away from them is just really hard. Like you're just kind of desperate for that human contact that you can't have, obviously, when they're away, right? But that is not going to last forever. And this card is kind of telling me that maybe some alone time would do you good. I don't think you want to hear that, but maybe that solitude would actually be good for you. And it doesn't have to be solitude. This could be you enjoying time with your friends, you finding new hobbies, taking a class, volunteering somewhere, like putting yourself out there, like taking day trips somewhere. It doesn't have to be you just being sad on your own, but that seems like the biggest hurdle is it's almost like you don't trust this person. Like you like them a lot, but I keep thinking of the skater boy energy, like they could work in a area or in a field. They could work in a field that's maybe unfamiliar to you or something, like I don't know, you're like, I would never date a musician, or like, something like that, like something like that, I would never date an artist, or I would never date a salesman, but like there's something about you just overthinking this person, like you convincing yourself that it would never work. And it will. Because no matter how you see this person, they are the emperor. They come out as the emperor. Like, they are going to show up for you. They're going to take care of you. Like, they want to provide you with a beautiful life. That just might require you accepting that you might have to say goodbye to them for periods of time when they're off doing other things. Which would, especially if you're someone who just craves being around them all the time. And then, you come home and you maybe have to talk to them on the phone when you can't talk to them in person. Like, that can be very difficult. Or you can make the best of it while they are, just because they're off experiencing new things doesn't mean that you can't do that as well, So whatever it is that is keeping you from really going for it with this person, whatever it is that they do or live, like whatever it is about them that is making you want to run away, like my advice would be don't, because maybe you feel like they're like far more experienced than you are or something, like maybe they're just more advanced in their career and you're just very intimidated by them. Whatever it is that you have convinced yourself, that's, wrong with this person, or like why it wouldn't work out in this relationship, stop doing that, because this person wants to show up for you and will if you let them, And bed rotting and the big rebrand. So that when they are away, right, and you're craving that emotional, physical touch, whatever, companionship, in that time when you are alone, do not just sit in your sadness doing nothing, Use that as time to grow yourself. As I said earlier, use that space and make something out of it. Take a class, start a new hobby, because it honestly shows that it could become financially successful, or just you believing in yourself more. Maybe you start a small business and it branches out into something you never could have even imagined. Just start somewhere. Use that empty space and create something really beautiful, Go to an art studio and make something. Start a business, because you never know where it could lead you. If you, start making clothes. I don't know why that just came up, but, if you love fashion, learn how to sew, or, and it doesn't have to be alone, you guys. You can take a class at, your local school, your local college. Get out there, meet people. Just because this person isn't around doesn't mean that you have to be lonely, right? Okay, let's get another one. But this person wants to show up for you and take care of you and provide a life for you. It's just right at this moment, they need to be somewhere else, whatever that means. But that's not going to be forever. And whatever it is about this person that is making you feel like he's the skater boy you can't give your full attention to, let that go, because he could level up. Well, I see him leveling up in ways you were not expecting. If he isn't already leveled up, he will. He could just be, that could be the advice, he could just be maybe an immature player right now, and you could just not trust him. You could think that he isn't serious about the future. He isn't serious about you, but he will be. It shows him showing up for you in that way. So even if you're not fully trusting of that right now, he is going to prove it to you. Yeah, I mean, you have the Six of Cups. You could have kids with this person, This person, well, I mean, this person could be from your past. You could know, this could have been a friend. This could be a friend that you just have feelings for, an innocent little crush, and then it develops into something more. Or that could just be, you building a whole life and having children with this person. It's just a very sweet, innocent energy, and it's the Two of Cups, guys. What other cards do you need? This, and then, of course, I saw the Hermit, right? But the Hermit isn't going to be forever. This person wants everything with you. This person wants to show up for you. This person wants to be with you. I'm taking that as having kids, or just, having a whole, starting a life with you. You know, they want a serious commitment with you. It just requires you being alone for a little bit, you know, while they're away making money or doing whatever it is that they're doing. You just have to trust, you know, and find ways to find happiness within yourself, because it shows that that is going to be successful as well. Like, you having that extra time to yourself is also going to be beneficial for you. So even if it seems scary and lonely in the beginning, it won't be forever. You just need to find your people, your space, and allow your more artistic, passionate side to really show in a material, physical sort of way that allows you to get out of your head and use your hands. That is what you need during this time. And whatever energy, that skater boy energy that is making you second guess this person to the point where you've convinced yourself it would never work out for whatever reason, let that go, because this person shows up as the emperor. So whatever feelings you have right now, don't let that keep you from being with this person, because, you know, in however many years when he's a big rock star or whatever it is, you're going to truly regret passing up on the opportunity to be with this person. But they like you, so even if they are kind of on the road right now, they are thinking about you. So don't overthink that, you know. Don't think that they're not wanting to be with you, or like running from you, or not willing to leave that behind and settle down right now. Like they will eventually, they just can't right now for whatever reason. So don't be too harsh, don't be too critical. Allow this person to have the space that they need. Because that's not going to be long term of you feeling like you have to wait for this person all the time. Because they want to show up for you. They want to provide for you. They want to build a life with you. They want a full commitment with you. So don't overthink it. My advice would be, you do not have to be lonely, right? Even if they're away, you do not have to be lonely. Okay. I love you guys. Bye.